The majority of Black women are not queens. You are paid government agents. You are empowered, but not in the way that you think. You teamed up with the government via government assistance, child support, legal filings, and they weaponized you against your own community and your own men. They sold you on being strong and independent, but really they just isolated you and set you up for further manipulation and failure. The system did for you, it actually programmed you to fight against your own, disrespect your men, and not respect your elders. You traded family for funding, and while you celebrate your freedom, your house just is slowly burning down, actually rapidly. Unfortunately, you're not raising children, you're actually programming them. Your daughters are repeating the same cycles as you, becoming baby mamas, involved in sugar daddy culture, whole culture, all of the above. And then your sons lack leadership, discipline, and self-control. So just no order at all, just all dysfunction, emotionality, and rage. You became the perfect weapon to inject the dysfunction right directly into your children, so they don't have to do it because you're doing it for them. But then you brag about your degrees and how you're the most educated and independent and strong and how you guys can take care of yourself, but your children can't read. Can we make that make sense? And as long as you keep choosing the system over Black men, you'll remain a non-player character, a program bot running on a government code, just raising the next generation of slaves. And this is why you lead in obesity, single motherhood, least likely to get married, least desirable, most likely to raise a criminal. It's because you're a product of the very system that you think you're outsmarting.
Very interesting points that this woman made. Now, I happened to discover this on the fluke, but there were people that was watching this video and was focusing on the wrong things. You know, like who she has pictures of in the background. I didn't hear her say any lies. You know, at the end of the day, they are people who some of us in the community, the Blackosphere, who we don't agree with. Just like they have the Manosphere, the Womansphere, they have the Blackosphere. I'm part of the Blackosphere, BAF, aka Black as Fuck, you know, FBA, all that stuff. Anything to better Black men and Black women. This is not always about Black men. It's about us as a whole. You know, Black men doing their part, Black women doing their part. We need each other, whether we want to admit it or not. So she says some very interesting things. I agree with pretty much everything that she spoke upon. But a lot of times you have stubborn people who don't want to face the truth no matter what. You know, my 50 years on earth, I learned that I wasn't always the victim, that sometimes I was the problem, and I had to accept that and fix things, you know, especially when I became a father. You know, my son is 26. Do I feel that I was the best father in the world? No, but I tried to be the best father I could be. Trust me, there were obstacles and hurdles that I had to go through and jump over, but I feel like I did a good enough job. But at the end of the day, I'm still teaching my son. And I accept accountability where I went wrong and did wrong. You know, I'm not a perfect person. I've always said that since I've been doing YouTube. I don't know everything. And I think that's why people respect me. I always say, you know, could you put the information in if I'm inaccurate or if I don't know for sure? Because that helps you get better as a person and a content creator. You have a lot of people here that believe that everything they say is the gospel and that they are actually a step above Jesus and God. I don't have a God complex. Never said I knew everything, but I respect her for what she said. I think she was spot on. The only way Black people can fix Black people is for both Black men and women to accept accountability. What did we do wrong? Where did we go wrong? When did we go wrong? And how can we fix it? So shout out to her. But anyway, appreciate her, you know, her strong words. You know, she's accepting accountability to a certain degree as far as women goes, Black women goes. She basically saying that a lot of this was a trap, which I believe so. So I'm going to say this again, kudos to her. We're not going to get nowhere denying everything that's right before our eyes. Denial is a serious problem. And denial is sometimes like, denial sometimes can be like a virus itself or a disease. It needs, for real, it needs a cure. Real talk. This, needs a cure or a vaccine. Anyway, appreciate you guys listening. It's your boy Tam. I'm out.